Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live, and we're here with Insurance Talk with Priest Insurance again. Dan, you've been doing some work on your boat, and so we're going to talk boat insurance because let's talk about the customer that came in on the insurance and what they had and what you were able to give them.
Yeah.
There was a big difference.
Again, we talk about this all the time, that when you look at an insurance policy, a declarations page, it looks the same. It looks like, oh, I've got my house covered for this amount, or my boat covered for this amount, or my golf cart covered for this amount. But you have to get into the nuts and bolts of the policy to really figure out what you have. So one of the primary differences is actual cash value or replacement cost. And someone came in the other day and they thought they had something that they didn't. And we went through the policy and they found out that they had an actual cash value policy instead of a replacement cost policy. And the cost difference between the two is maybe $100 a year.
Yeah.
So
that's not much a month with peace of mind.
No, I mean, my boat is 25 years old, and it serves me very well. It's got a new engine, and we go back into some really nasty places and wade fish in the mud. So it is very suitable for me. But how much is a new boat these days? A typical 20-foot boat, would you say?
20, probably 75,000 by the time 80,000.
Yeah, by the time you drive it out, and then when you add everything on it, the equipment that you put on it, the power poles, the trolling motors, the electronics, all of that contributes
to the cost,
and it's
to the replacement cost,
and it's part of the hull. So when you attach it, it becomes part of the hull. You also have a reel these days is $300.
Yeah.
That's a sort of a good reel. Rods, so you probably have, every time you walk out of the boat or you throw something, you're throwing $500 worth of stuff. Mm-hmm. And I've had people throw the rod out of the boat in the intercoastal and just watch it go away. That's kind of interesting. But you got to cover all of it, and it just doesn't cost very much to do it right. Along with that, you get liability protection, and let's not forget your dual axle aluminum trailer. How much is that worth?
That's separate.
That is separate.
If you're going to cover your trailer. And I know, I always ran newer boats, and so everything was covered on mine because I was paying on it. But I know some guys that didn't have it, and they come back from a fishing trip and their trailer's gone.
Well, be careful, because you said, I have to have it as part of the note. Well, you know what? You want to get back on the water, right?
Right.
And so the trailer is actually an endorsement on the policy.
Right.
So is, you get a valuation for the motor. You put a value on the trolling motor. You put a value on the power poles. It's all part of the hull. It's not just this one lump sum number, because if you just have it on the hull, the insurance company is obligated to replace the hull. And if you don't have the other stuff listed, you're going to come up short.
I used to take the list when we built a boat. The list with pricing on everything.
Yeah.
And I'd say, this is what's on the boat, this is the trailer, here's what it costs, fix it, figure out what I need so that if someone steals it, I can keep making a living.
And let's think about one other thing that happens on a boat. Towing. I know of several instances this year where people have taken short trips offshore or been stuck on a Tuesday in the back of a bay, and they have to call a towboat to come get them, and that's not cheap. And that's a coverage that you can add for $500 or $1,000 worth of towing coverage for maybe $20, $30 a year.
Yeah.
And if you do anything other than leave the marina, it's a good coverage to have as well.
Cool. Well, if people want to get hold of you, someone brought in a boat policy and they didn't have what they thought they had. Now they've got what they need and they want.
Right.
How can people get hold of y'all to look, whether it's their boat policy, maybe a RV policy, a home policy? How can people get hold of you?
The quickest way is just to give us a call, 409-755-7600. Ask for myself, Jamie, Shay, or any of the girls in the office. We'll be glad to talk with you. We do it all the time. Or reach us at priestinsuranceenagency.com.
Great. We do this show every Monday at 3:30 where we're always talking insurance, and it could be home insurance, flood insurance, windstorm, boat, RV, but it's all about insurance, and a lot of it's tied to here on Bolivar Peninsula and the Texas coastal region. So we're also doing some videos talking about twia and that in the coming weeks. And so make sure you catch those. They're on Fridays at 10:30 a.m. So we're going to head on out. Dan, thanks for joining us. How'd your boat turn out?
It actually turned out pretty good.
Great.
Do-it-yourself project.
You fixed the bottom and got a good top now?
I did. It was slick. You could slide from one end to the other, kind of like Michael Jackson.
Surfing.
Yeah.
We're going to head on out until next Monday at 3:30. I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye. Priest Insurance Agency has been located in the heart of Lumberton, Texas since 2001, providing a consultative approach and educating customers on how their insurance works for them throughout the coastal region of Texas. Priest Insurance specializes in the coastal region of Texas, covering home, auto, business, and recreational insurance. With ties to the coastal communities, Dan Priest has had the sand between his toes since 1972, with a home on Bolivar Peninsula in Galveston County. He survived a storm named Ike, but lost his home. With insurance coverage, his family was able to rebuild following the 2008 storm and continues to make memories beachfront. Priest Insurance specializes in the coastal communities, family dwellings, investment property, and business insurance. They've been there. Whether you're looking for or have a family retreat along the Texas coast, investment property, or a business, Priest Insurance would be honored to work with you and your family to make sure you're covered anytime trouble arises. For more information on Priest Insurance and their contact information, please visit their website at www.priestinsuranceagency.com, or their office is open for phone calls with questions and consultation Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. by calling 409-755-7600. Priest Insurance Agency, working and educating customers, making sure they understand and have the coverage they deserve.